Brendan Sorsby to the UFL? Welcome back to the Defending Football Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Well, we got something crazy to talk about today. This is in the whole football world right now. It's kind of taking over. And it's the topic around Brendan Sorsby. College football quarterback, a great prospect. Some projected him as a first-round pick. So a big name, talented player, a very talented player and prospect for the NFL is now getting talked about as a UFL player. And to understand why, you kind of got to understand the reason why Brendan Sorsby has been in the news cycle so recently. And that is because of betting. Sports betting, it's everywhere. You can't get away from it. But unfortunately, if you are an athlete on a sports team, you cannot be sports betting, especially on your own team. So let's go back a little bit. Brendan Sorsby started his college career with Indiana, playing for 2 seasons, and then moved to Cincinnati. And then just recently this year, Texas Tech decided to give him a look, but as far as we can tell, he'll probably never play a snap of college football ever again. Allegedly, he placed at least 40 bets on his own team when he was at Indiana. Yes, he was 19 years old, so that is also underage gambling, but that's not the biggest deal here. The biggest deal is obviously that's kind of insider trading. You can't bet on your own team, especially when you're quarterback. Although at the time he did bet, he did not really play, so he didn't really affect the outcome, but at the same time, it is still something that cannot happen. It will destroy the integrity of a league with cheating scandals if this is allowed to go on. But it's not like it was a one-time problem. He has had extensive gambling activity. Allegedly, he has placed thousands of bets at least $90,000 total. And that's on both college and professional sports. He clearly knew that this was not something he was allowed to do, so allegedly he had friends and family place bets on his behalf. And the NCAA found out about it, and they are putting their foot down. He is officially banned from college football in 2027. So Texas Tech will never see Brendan Sorsby on their field. Sorsby is going through a bunch of legal problems right now trying to get back into the NCAA, but it did not work, and now he decided, you know what, my last course of action, I got to get in the supplemental draft for the NFL this year. If you don't know, the NFL has their main draft that everyone knows, and then there's a supplemental draft, which is rarely used, honestly, to draft any extra players after the first NFL draft. So technically, he would be eligible to go to the NFL, but the NFL decided they're not even going to do a supplemental draft this year, and they basically let all the teams know, hey, you know, we're not doing one. And a lot of people have said it's because of Sorsby. And, you know, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to say yay or nay. But the important part of that is that essentially he is not allowed to be drafted or signed to the NFL in the 2027 season at all. So he cannot play college football. He cannot play professional NFL football. So what is he to do? Well, Mike Rapoli decided, hey, let's load up Twitter today. So let's read this tweet that he shot out. Welcome to the UFL, Brendan Sorsby. The UFL is the League of Opportunity. We created our regional player initiative to keep great players closer to home, closer to their fans, and on the field. Let's do this. Brendan Sorsby, welcome to the Dallas Renegades. Have your people call my people. Now, although the Houston Gamblers, I would say, is a more fitting team, Mike Rapoli says, hey, Dallas Renegades, this could be your guy here. Obviously, Rapoli does have the pull to make this happen. I believe Sorsby's already loaded based on his NIL deals. A lot of college football players really are now, so the UFL paycheck wouldn't matter too much to him. And he would be an instant star in the UFL, an instant reason for people to click on the TV to watch the UFL. Is this something that I personally would want? Absolutely. Why not? There's more publicity for the UFL, more competition, a highly touted prospect that NFL fans would want to watch before he possibly goes to the NFL after 2027. There's only one problem. The UFL season starts after the NFL season. And basically what that means is he's not going to be playing until after this entire NFL season in the UFL. Now, just to be clear, he has not signed with the UFL. This is all obviously speculation. But if you're wondering how good of a quarterback he was in college, let's just look at the stats real quick. So obviously he played for Indiana 2022 to 23, Cincinnati 24 to 25, and then Texas Tech technically, but did not ever take a snap, so really he didn't play for them. Obviously banned for college football, unable to be drafted or signed by the NFL this year, but he played 35 games, 7,208 passing yards, 60 passing touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 61.4% completion percentage, 319 rushing yards, and 22 rushing touchdowns on the ground. Very impressive numbers. And if you look at the tape, obviously, I'll get strike down if I play it, but go look up his tape. He is a talented player, man. With that being said, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it is possible for Sorsby to be in the UFL? And what team do you want him to be on? I want to know your opinions down below. And of course, with the gambling thing, do you even want him in the league? But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. So for the love of football, defend football, baby.